My name is Zach Keller, and I am a junior musical theater major.
I am Megan Tiller, and I am a junior musical theater option with a minor in dance.
Hi, my name is Talon Reed Cooper. I am a junior theater direction and TCOM video production double major.
My name is Jalen Jones, and I am a senior stage management major.
I'm Jillian Lieberman. I'm a musical theater major. I am a sophomore in the class of 2021.
My name is Lake Fowler. I am a theatrical studies major, which is basically a grab bag of whatever you want it to be.
I've loved theater since 3 years old, and I've been training in theater since I was very young.
No, but I do an improv troupe, but it's strictly very serious. Yes, drama.
It was a lot of fucking fun. Can I say that? Oh, great. I'm in theater because I really am not a conventional person. I don't like the 9-to-5 work lifestyle. I don't like being cramped in an office.
At one point in high school, I think it was like junior year, I was like, I think I'm just gonna become like a doctor. I don't know why that was my default, but doctor was.
It's probably made me weirder.
And there's always more failure than success in theater.
But yeah, that's something that you just have to become numb to, the rejection that you deal with on a daily basis, pretty much.
You're at a cattle call of 2,000 people, and how were you supposed to stand out compared to the white girl with brown hair next to you?
I mean, obviously you hear stories about, the casting couch and, people who get cast because of their looks.
If you're going out to be a chorus girl and you don't know how to, do your pouty face and chin down and bevel and whack your face and, talk in this high-pitched, dumb voice, you're probably not gonna book. And that sucks.
And even though theater has been very open and accepting, it's still one of the most biased businesses on the planet.
I think you always are working to the next thing. I mean, we closed Winnie the Pooh on Sunday. I had an audition on Monday. I'm working on a scene, I'm performing tomorrow. It never stops. And there's never to a point where you're like, I'm just gonna chill for a second.
You're in the rehearsal studio for 3.5 hours every day for some processes, and that's gruesome.
We rehearse 5 days a week.
So much pressure is put on us as students and stage managers that it almost feels like we don't have a life.
Last year in our singing actor class, one of our professors, we were doing duets and we had to dress up in the costumes of what they might wear on stage. So he had all of the guys stand up and stand in front of the classroom in a line, and he was like, now notice what they're wearing. And it was of course suits and ties, and then he had all of the women stand up. And he was like, now notice what you guys are wearing. And of course we were all in tiny dresses, little skirts, boobs out, legs showing, thigh-high boots, sex sells, and how sucky that is. It's true.
Theater is mean, but it's also kind to you.
Theater, and specifically, helped me see how broken our world is and how we can help to fix that by telling stories of people who are broken and how they overcome that brokenness.
Why is theater worth it?
I've been wondering that myself.
Why is it worth it?
Well, that's a fucking subjective question, huh? Why is it worth it?
It's really worth it when I get to, not the rehearsals, not the tech, when I actually get to the performance of the show itself.
It hits home. It hits hard. It hits really hard. It's hard, honestly.
When I was in Fun Home, there was a moment afterwards where I came out of the green room right in here, and I walked right over there, and these two men, they were sitting there, they looked very emotional, and they were talking to my mom, and I was like, oh, hello, and got talking, and I asked them if they knew anyone in the cast, and they said yes, and I waited to see who they were talking about, and they said your character, Bruce, and how this story can help, other people who might be struggling with, sexuality or domestic abuse or something of that sort.
I mean, it's objectively a beautiful thing that exists when everybody in a room just agrees on these rules that we did not believe in before we walked in.
I want to inspire other people to tell stories.
Just seeing how what I do affects someone else.
I'll never forget there's one moment. I was watching people do monologues, and this one person had a great moment, and then their monologue ended. And you could hear the room not breathe for like 3 seconds before everybody went.
An audience member walks into the theater, and I'm very visual, and so I imagine like they have these thought bubbles. And I imagine as the show goes on, things just like knock off the list and they stop thinking about them. And when they walk out, they have like an open head, an empty space that they can like go out and fill them with good thoughts rather than all of their worries.
Art and theater can actually change people.
It is worth it, and even if you just change one person's perspective in the theater, it really makes it all worth it.
I don't know if it is worth it, but if it is, then that might be why.